Good evening, practical HEMA folks. Okay, tonight we're going to do basics 1 or 2, the second lesson. We're going to talk about time and distance. These things are linked very, very closely, obviously, but linked in a way that we've talked about in other videos, and the first video covers a little bit, so we're going to just concentrate on that aspect of it for now and just do a simple exercise of how you can start to teach your brain where these timings and distances are. And then in future videos, we'll expand on the exercise that we're going to show you. So, we're going to talk about time, and time is distance. What I mean by that is that we talked about it before, where we have time of the hand and body and foot and so on. What does that mean? It simply means, no weapons, don't need it for this. Time of the hand is where we can hit each other without needing to move anything else. So I just move my hand and arm, and I can hit. Hand and body is a bit further back, so I can no longer reach without having to move the body a bit. Hand and body. Okay, a bit further back again, even that, without really stretching, which is silly, isn't going to work, so now I've got to move at least a foot. So, okay. And notice these distances are quite small, hand, body and feet, sorry. Even with a foot, really got to reach in, not practical. So now both feet, so hand, body and feet. So it's to get in and out. Now even on this you can see how much slower that is. I noticed about this before, but this shows you how the time is related to the distance. And how you've got to start teaching your brain where those times and distances are. There's a long way to go with this, so we're going to just do this very simple exercise to begin with. We're going to deal with those distances and play a little game. It's a game of tick. Get you guys to do it. So if I stand, and what I know is time of the hand, and what I know is time of the hand and him as well. So to begin with, one attacker, one defender. My job is to get through and touch him without him stopping me. Now it's just gentle movements, it's nothing major. But the point being, I'm going to go through and he's going to try and stop just like that. So as I go through, he's going to knock. So, I'm going to play. Every time that got through. You got the knock on, but not before the touch happened. If you change the angle so you can see it again. Okay, point being, I'm in target distance now, in time of the hand to hit the target. And this is distance. So my brain says, if I have no weapons or maybe a small knife, this is pretty much my distance I need to be in time of the hand only. Now, you're going to say, you can't stand there because he'd hit you. Yeah, we'll move on to that. You've still got to bring move and stuff into it, but we're just talking about the time and the distance. So if I literally move back about 3 or 4 inches, I can no longer reach without leaning in. Same exercise again. So he's going to try and stop me hitting him. About 2 of them got through, and barely. Even just that little bit distance where I've now got to just lean in, all of a sudden my attacks are a lot slower, a lot easier for him to defend. Again, use this as an exercise to build up. So, I'll step back, just a few inches again. I can no longer reach without really leaning in. So, okay, a step makes more sense. So we're now in hand, body, foot. Again, you're going to teach your students or teach yourselves. It's a game to start to train the brain. And we'll open up in a minute. But it's just me. It's me teaching my brain where my attack distances are. And it's him teaching his brain what sort of reaction time he's got depending on where I launch my attack from. So I've now got to go, I'll do it slowly first. I've got to move in and straight in. Okay? absolutely nothing's getting through. That's only a few inches back again. Now just to make the exercise to finish it off, I'm going to go back again. We're now even, that's not going to work without it getting really silly. So now I'm going to have to move both feet. This is now laughable. Absolutely not a chance. You can look that way. Nothing's getting through, no matter what I do. So, with no weapon, I'm now starting to realise where my distances are. It doesn't mean I can't always attack them out here. I can. If I know I'm doing it, and if I know why I'm doing it. We'll move on to that later. The same exercise, obviously each person gets their turn, and then we can open up. So we can go back to time of the hand, within target distance. We now try and hit each other. You're not allowed to move your feet. Try not to move your body yet. It now becomes, yeah, just to make the point that at this distance, basically whoever moves first probably wins. But that's the point, it's so easy. So, move a little bit further away. So now I can't reach him, he can't reach me, without one of us leaning in. Okay? So we're going to go again. So, it becomes a bit of a game, and if it becomes a bit too easy, you can go back to the attacker and defender idea. But the defender now has to try and sort of dodge rather than block. So, I'm rubbish at this, but here we go. So he's going to now make sure he can't reach without leaning in. Okay? Yeah, okay. So you can get in, well, because I'm doing nothing, and barely. So then bring a few blocks into it. Once again, and then we can both try that. And then you go into time the hand, body and foot and try it again. But be careful, because they both might go smashing into each other. So again, we come to a distance where we can't easily reach. So about here. Again, as a teacher, it's just because you've got the time and the distance correct, it becomes more difficult for both of you. There's obviously other skills to come into play, yeah, but we'll leave it there. Just to reiterate, what we're teaching you is the different times and what they mean. Time of the hand and body and foot, hand, body and feet. And this will do for now. This is the beginnings of it. There's more to add in. And just to play with the distances, play the game, and people will start to teach their brains where their attack range is. Because my attack range is pretty much the same, no matter how tall or short he is. His will be. We'll deal with that later. But hopefully that's an exercise that you can add on to the first video, and we'll start building it from there. Thank you very much.